It came from one single YouTube video. And the best part, you can see that it got sold at 0002, which is 12 o'clock at night today. And I was deep asleep at that time.
That's the best.
And to me, that's like the sweetest thing ever, to wake up to some notifications. And the best part is that this was not the only one. I published this thing 2 years ago, bro. And I wake up today on a random day and I have it sold for $97 a month. It's just an extra like lunch, you know?
Yeah, it's like, it feels like free money.
Hello, mate.
Hello, George. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good. I just did a workout session with Hessel, with our friend Hessel.
Okay, what did you guys hit?
Upper body. So we were fully pumped. We did everything. I still have the pump, as you can see. No, it was nice. So good session. Yeah. Did you went to the gym, or are you planning to go to the gym today?
Actually, no. We are planning to go to Center to get my girlfriend a new MacBook Pro and a new phone.
Let's go. Sugar Daddy George.
She's actually buying it with her own money.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought YouTube money. Just kidding. But that's good. That's a nice upgrade.
Yes, it is. So that's going to be exciting. Tell me about yourself. What have you been up to business-wise?
Not much, because I'm moving. Like, I'm moving to Dubai next week. So I need to leave my apartment in 3 days. So tomorrow I will remove everything. I'm selling some stuff. So that's mostly on top of mind. I'm still working in the mornings, but like the moving part is now the biggest thing. But yeah, mostly doing some other things. As we talked about, not only YouTube, but maybe we can talk about that later. Because I see you have something you're presenting already.
Yeah. Today, you can see that one video got $31 in revenue with just 22 views with an average RPM of $1,405.
That's a lot. But I wonder if it stays. Like, we've seen it with the students as well. It can happen that like next week it's like normalized, right?
Yeah, I mean, these are fluctuations. This video overall performs really well for me. It has generated, I think, over $700 so far. But I mean, I think this is the most one video has generated in a single day from so little views, you know? So yeah, 22 views and $31 is pretty cool. So big fluctuation.
Yeah. I'm curious if it will remain, because Julio has had also like 1,000 RPM. But for him,
it happens.
It went gone after like a week. It like stabilizes. But let's see.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes that you get like these spikes of RPM.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, you got to look at it on the averages of 28 days or 90 days, etc., etc. But tell me about yourself. You have some exciting news. I heard that Ron quit YouTube.
No, I didn't quit YouTube, but as many people know, I've outsourced everything. So with the whole search model, what we're doing, you can only do so much. And for me, I feel like there's more that you can do as an entrepreneur. So the search model is nice to fund your lifestyle, to pay for your bills, etc. But it's not my main business, as it was never like my main business, to be honest, because I had an e-commerce company before. And then I made like a transition with the search channels, of course. But like doing it as your main business is like impossible, because you can only do, like, at least with my model, like if you film yourself, you can do it, of course, because filming content takes up time. But with my, like, if you outsource everything, it's only so much you can do. And to me, it's not really fulfilling. So yeah, YouTube is on the back end. I'm discovering, rediscovering e-commerce, but like, it's not that, nothing crazy yet. So I'm not sharing anything what I'm up to, because I just want to put my head down first and work, basically.
Okay, fantastic. So you have some ideas about e-commerce that you told me last time. So maybe we will, you know, once you got more momentum going on, more results, then maybe you could share some more about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I have 2 stores. Products are coming in, and like I'm already selling, etc. But it's cooler to just talk about it when it's actually something. You know, I don't really like to talk about it when it's so small and there's still so much work to do. So for me, it's not really a massive thing yet. So maybe in the future, I don't know. But first, like it's first, like in the beginning, you need to go into the trenches and put the work in, and then you hopefully will see the result. So I'd rather talk
Well,
about the results when they actually happen, you know?
the results, yeah, but maybe, you could tell us a little bit why e-commerce, like what is it that draws you in?
Yeah, it's all personal preferences. Like you like to be on camera, you like to do content. That's your that suits your DNA, like how you are as a person. I am not that kind of person. I like to build stuff that are separate from myself. And then e-commerce is the best way to do it, in my opinion, because you're building a company which is also digital, and you're building like a real living thing, a brand, which also has exit value and brand value. And since I've built and sold my previous e-commerce company, I also have already some knowledge there. So then it would be a waste to not do the same thing. And when you're building a brand, you keep on building. Like a brand is never finished, and that's what I like. Like with the search model with YouTube, like once you have a team, you put out the content, then it's finding new keywords and maybe affiliate marketing offers, but the whole trick remains the same. And then there's no like continue building it. So I want to keep discovering new things, keep growing with the business, and yeah, that's the reason. It fits me as a person, and it's probably different for you. Like
Yeah.
you enjoy what you do right now, right? Filming and like content wise.
Yeah, I enjoy making videos. I enjoy more of the lifestyle content that I have been putting out lately as well. And the whole content thing, like you said, suits me very much so because, I posted my first video like 12 years ago and I had no agenda to make any money or anything. I was just playing around with, GarageBand, which is like the tool to create music. And then I was like, you know what? And I was looking for tutorials on YouTube, like how to use it. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to make my own. So then I Googled how to like record my screen, record my voice. And because I figured out how to make like a simple beat on GarageBand, then I recorded my own tutorial. And for some reason, I put it out there. Again, I had no agenda to make money, anything. So and I was at the time, I think around the ages of like 15 or 16. And I read before that like when you are at that age between like 12 and 15, 16, that's the time when you are kind of this most yourself, most creative, I guess, right? So
Could be
because yeah, when you grow up, when you become an adult, then starts to get all this pressure and work
responsibilities.
and
Yeah.
yeah, responsibility. So then you start to kind of lose the connection with yourself, and a lot of people start to question, all right, what should I do with my life? What is my passion? What am I good at? Right? So, and that's been what on my mind as well for the past 8 years. And I just came to kind of understand and realize that, this idea of creating videos, of, learning something myself, sharing it with others is just my natural inclination. It's just something that I do naturally. So, yeah, just got to pursue that for sure.
Yeah, it's your personal edge. So then continue doing it, because other people that are not having it, they need to work much harder to get the same results. For you, like you, well, for you it comes naturally. Like for you, it
Yeah.
probably costs a lot less energy than for someone who doesn't like it, because they really need to like take the leap and take the step. And for you, it's like, oh, another day of filming or making
Yeah,
content.
exactly. So for me, it's like no biggie. And it also makes sense. For me, it's like e-commerce is a very big barrier to entry. It's like you have some money to play around and to spend with, right?
Yeah, but e-commerce, in my opinion, is also like it's so many elements like that comes up with building a brand. Like it's not just keyword research, like with YouTube and hiring some freelancers. It's like a lot of stuff. But that's for me that makes it interesting, because like then you always have something to optimize, to work on, and to grow. But for other
Yeah.
people that are not like it's like don't like building systems or etc., then it can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the biggest difference, dude. Because for me, like having a lot of elements, like a lot of moving parts, is nightmare, man. I get
Yeah.
overwhelmed. For me, like dealing with building websites, creatives, email marketing, paid media, I don't know what, like templates and all this. I'm like, I don't know where to begin.
Yeah.
I look at my to-do list and there's like 25 different things, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't even start with a single one. But for you, you seem to be like just tackling them one by one. Bum, get it out.
Yeah, I just like the variety, how you call it, like because it is a different thing you're working on every single time. That keeps it
Mm,
fresh and new. Plus, your skill set is getting developed on a very wide basis. Of course, at certain levels, you need to find people who are like expertise in like ads, maybe creatives, content, etc. But to get the ball rolling in the beginning stages, you can do a lot of things yourself. Yeah, that's what I enjoy. So, but I think you have the same like with the whole search model and affiliate marketing model. Like you can only do so much in the end, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also always thinking about, okay, well, because your current understanding, right, is only so good. And I believe that there's always room for improvement and always room to understand better and more. So,
Of
for
course.
example, we started off, by creating short little small how-to tutorials, right? And now we have evolved naturally with time to creating, full-blown, high quality, searchable, evergreen content, that is monetized through ads and affiliate marketing. And so, we didn't even have these words. We didn't even talk like this when we first started, right? Because our understanding was so limited. We were talking about YouTube automation, bro, but actually, like, once you start to develop your knowledge, once you start to understand better, then you start to grasp it. And then you come to terms with, like, oh shit, this is a competitive space, man. Like, you really got to have that edge, you really got to somehow stand out in order to, get attention, provide real value to real viewers, to real users, right? And then, make it all legit. So, yeah, building something that is like proper is hard.
Of
It's
course.
not something that is just, oh, get rich quick, create an automated YouTube channel, use AI voice, and, oh man, get out of
Nah.
here.
No, nothing is simple, and I think that's also the beauty of life because otherwise, everybody would be rich and driving Lambos or have like financial freedom. So I think it's totally normal. But like, what I suggest everyone is to look at like who you are as a person, look at your like what you enjoy, and focus on that, and not just money. Money wise, of course, is important. Like if I'm honest, like if I didn't have sold my e-commerce company or didn't have my YouTube automation channels, I would still find a way to just pay the bills and then pursue what you enjoy more. But like, yeah, I don't know. On the long term, you just want to keep working on something that you enjoy. I think, like I think you mentioned before with the other guy, Joshua. No, Welsh, the guy that sold his company, the raw
Jordan
video,
Welch.
Jordan Welsh. Like in the end, you still need something to keep working on. Otherwise, you just get like fucking bored.
Yeah.
So you better maybe attack like a big beast that you want to, that you enjoy, and you know it will take like 5 years or 10 years to build, but then you at least have like a goal to go out of your bed every single day, even while it's not like maybe make money quick, but you will probably underestimate how much things you can put in after, like how big your results can be after like 1 year or 2 years of consistent work.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think for every person at the end of the day, like you said, it comes down to creating a piece of art, right? Once you are out of survival, once you're past the point where you got to pay your bills and feed yourself and
yeah,
do all of that, then it's about a matter of like, all right, well, what do I enjoy doing on a daily basis? Like, what would I enjoy spending my time doing? And yeah, for every single person, I think it's different, and that's the creative challenge, to find that thing and then get better at it.
yeah, and it should be something that you can do every day without like having to force yourself every time. I think that's because that's the only way you will keep doing it and eventually succeed on the long term. I think,
Yeah.
but it's different for everyone. So maybe sit down with a piece of paper, pen and paper, and write for yourself down like what you enjoy and what kind of person you are. Maybe do like a personality test or etc. and get some more clarity about yourself, like who you actually are. I think that most people maybe overlook it because they get like dragged in certain business models on social media and they jump into it because everyone is jumping into it, but they're maybe it's not suitable for you or maybe you're not enjoying it. Like same with an agency model. I'm not sure if I would like that because you're basically working for other companies, so you're still selling your time. You need to deliver a certain. Maybe you need to work with deadlines. Like they have a little bit of power over you, in my opinion, if you work with clients because they can always
Yeah.
drop you, and that's something what I don't like. So,
Yeah.
but other people
You
enjoy it. Yeah,
you are basically dependent on your clients, and you are
yeah,
providing a service, and it's very not scalable. And like you said, they do have power over you, so they can tell you, oh, we don't like this, redo it, and then you have to go ahead and please that client. Whereas with something like YouTube or e-commerce, I mean, you decide what kind of products you're selling. Of course, you want to get feedback from the customers and the
Yeah,
clients
of
and
course.
see if you're actually delivering good stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it's like you have the final say of what you're putting out.
Yeah, and it's not of a deep personal connection as well. Like they purchase something, and if they like the product or the brand, like it's separate from you as a person. So if
Yeah.
you can place your brand in the market in a certain way that the customer is like, hey, I like how it's positioned, I like the branding, I like the messaging, the products, and then you solve their pain or problems with your product, and they come back, like that's the ultimate thing. And I think it's just cool, like when you can do that without them even knowing that you're behind it. If you would see
Yeah.
someone in real life with one of your products, and you're like, oh, I made that. I think that's pretty cool. But you need to be a very big company, though.
Yes, I agree. But, and also, with the physical products, you get, it's so much easier to sell than digital, man. So much easier. They see what they're getting. They see that they're getting a physical product. It's not like they're getting something that, like, information or knowledge or, whatever. They're getting, like, whatever it is, a box or something, right?
Yeah, it's with digital products, you really need to sell your knowledge in a specific way, and you need probably some personal branding with it, or some social proof, or you need some
Yeah.
experts to basically make your offer feel worth it. But if you can make it work, like it's scalable, it's crazy. Yeah, it's really scalable, like unlimited.
Yeah, yeah. Like the margins on digital products is higher, but it's harder to sell. The margins and the margin on physical products is lower. Conversion is probably higher. Uh, but yeah, then you start to get into the whole idea of, like, like we talked last time, CPA and LTV, right? Acquisition
Yeah,
cost and your lifetime value of a customer. But I think for you, the whole physical e-com thing works really, really well. Like you said, because you're a builder at heart. You
yeah.
like to build systems. You like to build, like, kind of, I can see you like building blocks and stuff, and, like,
Yeah, I
so
did that like when I was as a kid as well. I built so many things, like tree houses as well, but like small castles and everything. So
yeah.
I was looking at that as well. So I really don't care what I'm building as long as I'm building. And since I have some background in e-commerce and it's scalable, that's my
Yeah.
go-to for now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's different for everyone. But with the digital product thing as well, like you just need to have some massive proof to back everything up. Like let's say you are like you have a YouTube automation channel that's doing like 100K a month, like the John Fraser guy from what's his name again, the Magnus Media. Like
Yeah.
he proper channel with proper knowledge. He has like 1.5 million subscribers. His video quality is at top notch. He has a big audience. So then people are like, okay, if he makes a digital product, I will join immediately. And he's now at like 150K MRR or 120K, something like that on
Yeah,
school.
that's insane, bro.
So maybe also with digital products, that it's like first you need to be in the trenches, actually be worth of putting your digital products out there because you have some sort of track record, and then start building it. I think it's very
Yeah.
difficult to build it like the first thing you do. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's like there's a question: is he worth a damn?
yeah,
Is he worth listening to? And I think maybe this is one of the big probably hurdles for us, right, in our coaching slash education business, is that we are maybe not worth listening to when it comes to making money online or when it comes to making money on YouTube, right? Because we are relatively small fish in comparison to some other big players out there. So yeah, I think that's right. You need to build yourself first. And then if you do feel like sharing your knowledge and expertise, then you can go ahead and say, yo, by the way, I've learned these things. You can come work with me if you
yeah, but then it also makes sense. Like if you can say like, hey, I've built a $10 million a year company and this is how I do it. You actually have an interesting story.
Yeah.
So I think it totally makes sense. Then people are hooked in because they actually want to know how he did it. But it's different if you're saying like, hey, of course it can still work. Like you can document your journey and say like, hey, this is day one of building my million dollar brand. It can still work, but I'm pretty sure it will do less well, like from the get go, of course, because
Yeah.
people they're like, yeah, what am I? I'm in the same stage as you. What I'm gonna learn. So, but maybe like 5 years later, then you have everything documented. And 5 years later, you have the $10 million brand, and you can show everything back. Like then it's powerful again.
Yeah.
So
I think the whole idea of documenting your journey is very powerful, but it's so hard to um, keep consistent with it, with the documentation part, because your main thing is going to take basically all of your time, your whole being, right? And then if you need to also learn at the same time to make videos and documents and say, oh, I think it's called like building in public or something, like document
yeah,
it,
but
you know
it totally depends on how on what level you want to document it. Like for me, I journal just every morning, so I have everything documented for myself, and that's
yeah.
fine for me. But if you're gonna put out 2 YouTube videos a week, then you need a video editor, you need to film one, two, yeah, then it's like getting a burden, and it's actually like a second job you're putting yourself in.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
That's no, 100% I agree. I actually want to show you talking about physical products. I've just been trying to save these images to my iPad so I can show it on the screen as well. But I will also narrate it for those of you podcast listeners out there.
yeah,
So, yeah, you can see right here that remember I was telling you that I had an idea for the video that I was going to make and I was going to attach a digital product to it at one stage of
could
my
be.
yeah. So, sharing it with you guys. You can
Oh,
see right
this one,
here.
the
Yeah,
ebook.
Gumroad, new sale 15 hours ago for Amazon influencer program, step-by-step success for new influencers for $15.
Okay, did it come from a YouTube video? Where is it plugged?
Yes, it came from one single YouTube video. And the best part, you can see that it got sold at 0002, which is 12 o'clock at night. Today, and I was deep asleep at that time.
That's the best.
and to me, that's like the sweetest thing ever, to wake up to some notifications. And the best part is that this was not the only one, because I also sold 2 days
This is
ago.
your old one, right? Your
Dude,
old.
this is so old. I made this like 2 years ago. Uh, this one is called How I Built 140,000 plus drop servicing custom art business. And it is a $97 product. So yeah, this one, dude, this one I published like 2 years ago or something. And it has generated so far over $1,300, I think.
Is it an ebook?
It's a course. The
Oh,
$97 per month thing, it's like a full-blown course. It's actually really good. I think.
that's what you're saying. Yeah. Let's add the customer that just bought. Maybe that's good.
Yeah. And the $15 product is an ebook. So yeah. It's cool, man. It's like, listen, these are not life-changing. This is not life-changing money or by any means, but it just shows the power that, I published this thing 2 years ago, bro. And I wake up today on a random day and I have it sold for $97 a month. It's just an extra like lunch,
Yeah, it's like it feels like free money, basically.
Yeah.
Because you're put in the work once and you forgot about it probably that you had it online.
Oh, 100%. 100. No, I remember every single video I did for sure. But of course I don't think about it. My mind is like, 6 months forward
Yeah, exactly.
at this time and point. So me thinking back, wait, what the hell did I do 2 years ago? I just remember that I was hella depressed.
Yeah, but it's good. It's that's a power, and like if you can out of like have your views like times 10 times 1,000, then you can imagine what your earnings can do. So if you can become skilled at that, then it's some nice money you can make.
Yeah. And also another thing that I've been thinking about lately is basically lifestyle design and kind of my ecosystem that I want to be building. If I can even find this thing here on my iPad.
And explain in voice.
Yes. Okay, I can. There we go. All right. So yeah, you can see right here that this is what I was thinking on the weekend. It's basically like my lifestyle design, right? So here, I'm going to use a color that I didn't use. Okay. So here we got lifestyle content and we got business.
Which is vlogs. I saw some thumbnail of a vlog. You're
Yeah.
putting it out right now, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to basically practice how to make more lifestyle contents because I believe that's where a lot of the potential lies for what I'm trying to create, right? So lifestyle content fuels the business, and then the business fuels the lifestyle content. So the way this works is you have attention, right, which is the single most important thing in the center, right? And that comes with YouTube and with Instagram. Those are just, and maybe also TikTok, by the way. Like I didn't put it here, but to me, like
Let's
TikTok and Instagram
go.
are
Gen Z.
basically, yes, boy, basically two same things, right? I try not to consume that type of content. I'm more of a YouTube
You
nerd.
need to. You need to
But
do market research. You need to understand where your audience is looking at. You need to
I
do some
know, bro.
dance.
That's horrible, by the way. But so lifestyle vlogs and education content on YouTube. Then I want to make sure somehow that this gets repurposed into vertical short form content, which gets published, of course, on TikTok and on Instagram. Now, all this attention, I wanted to go to my website, which is going to be georgevlasiev.com, which is where I monetize the attention. Okay. So I'm be monetizing with building an email list, selling courses, and doing a one-on-one mentorship. And
But
then this
what's
money,
what's the course or the mentorship?
well,
You already thought about it?
I'm gonna have different courses. I'm gonna have different mentorship, but most
It
likely
needs to
is
fit the lifestyle content somehow, right? Like because
yes, of
you,
course.
yeah, okay,
But I think it's primarily going to be about I wrote more, but I just don't want to share everything. But I think it's going to be about lifestyle design, independence, and freedom, because those were my biggest motivators when I started this whole journey back in 8 years ago. For me, living life on my own terms, being independent and not having to respond to anyone is the biggest driver, right? And
yeah.
so I want to live that life, right? And I want to be both relatable but also inspirational to people watching it. And if they would like to learn, and be kind of in my inner circle and learn, okay, well, how am I doing this? How am I able to pull this off, right? How am I able to design my life in a way that I enjoy every single day and capture it all on video and publish it online and all this, right? So it's really for
Would
people
it be
who,
content related? The courses, like you will teach people how to make content, or because in
yes,
the end, yeah, okay, exactly. Because in the end, having the freedom, it's only about how like making money online. If you can make
yeah,
5K, 10K minimum online, you covered most expenses around the world, and you have basically freedom.
yeah, exactly. And I think in my extremely biased opinion, I think that creating like if you are interested in content creation, I think it's an extremely powerful skill
Yeah.
to have. If you're able to learn how to find topics that people are looking for, if you're able to create valuable content for these people, if you're able to monetize that, right, then you have the freedom, right? And then you're able, like you said, if you get 10K per month, bro, you can live in pretty much any place in the world. I don't know, maybe except for like New York or Singapore, because then you're
Yeah.
just spending that on
But
rent.
you need to enjoy content creation. Yeah, I think you should not see it as a business model just to make money and then do something else. I think it should be your sole enjoyment, basically.
Yeah. 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 I agree. And for me, when I started, the big thing, like I told you before, was also capturing my life on video. So then I always treat it as my public diary, like I have my diary where I journal, but the video content, we can go back, bro, 6 months ago, right? And we can see how we looked, what we talked about, what was in our minds, etc. And then we can go 2 years, 3 years back. Now imagine if we continue doing this for another 10 years. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
Do you want to say hi to your future self in 10 years?
I probably won't look back at it.
Why?
I have never watched an episode back, so maybe I once will do. But I mostly only do is sometimes I grab my notepad to read back, like my notepad from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Dus yeah, so but you watch everything back, right?
I watch every single episode we record.
Dedication.
I know. I
The,
just
the,
enjoy
the
it.
thing is, you like to talk. You like yourself to see talk. Like you, it's a little bit how
Yeah.
you are. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
different. I don't care so much. You're more of a spokesperson. You
Yeah.
enjoy it, yeah. So you can see how
Yeah.
to improve, etc.
Yeah, exactly. I look and I think, okay, how can I improve my speech? How can I get better at without using filler words? How can I drive the points more clear home, so then I
Yeah,
can make a vertical out of it and get a hook. By the way, I noticed a very interesting pattern across our shorts. I was looking at our shorts on the YBA channel, and I noticed a very interesting pattern across our shorts. I'm going to share it now here, and I will also, what's it called? Talk about it. We got 17,000 views in shorts over the last 28 days. But if we go to, there was a metric somewhere. Where was it? Was it like which viewers? It was something like a metric that shows that which shorts are getting people to come back. I think it was
returning
audience.
viewers.
Yeah,
So
videos growing your audience. So if we click see more and we go last, let's say,
yeah,
or we do first 28 days. Okay, look at this. Is Jeff Bezos a prophet? New viewers who returned 105. Then we got Ty Lopez's 30K offer, 57 viewers who returned in the first 28 days. And then the biggest hurdle for most people, 46 people who returned. Now, this is a very interesting one because you can see that it's 49.5% of
return.
the total view of the viewers. So this short only got like 93 new viewers, but 46% of them came back. How interesting is
That
that?
came back to the short or came back to the channel?
Came back to who returned to the channel to view.
Hmm.
So if
Yeah,
we take a
it's a
look,
lot.
if we take a look at this one here, we can see that biggest hurdle for most people is they don't believe that they can make it work, on this for other people. This is not for me, whatever, right? So I think this probably resonated with a lot of people, that the idea that, man, why is it so bright in here? Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's 30 minutes in. Nobody cares.
Don't worry.
Way too late. And guys, it's a wrap. Thank you for
No.
listening.
No, but seriously, like, I think some idea that, so I think this particular short, right? Most people don't believe that they can make it work for themselves. They believe it's for other people. They don't believe it's for themselves, right? People resonated with that and they're like, oh, I like that. So then they came back, and 50% of people who were a new viewer in that short came back to our channel again. So that's cool.
Interesting. We can cut a short from this, or Andre can.
Dude, Andre doesn't cut these shorts. You know
Is
what Andre
Jeff
does?
Bezos a prophet? Say it. That was the one, right? All right, the other one. This is the biggest hurdle for people.
We need to talk about other famous people. Elon. Say something controversial about Elon Musk.
You can
And I
say
can guarantee.
you can say anything, and it's controversial.
Okay.
I like Elon Musk. I don't like Elon Musk.
Okay, wait, hold up a second. About Elon Musk. Okay, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to tell me something controversial about Elon Musk. No, clickbait.
It doesn't do that. ChatGPT doesn't do that.
Bro, ChatGPT is so woke. It's
Yeah.
I like. Okay, we can do something like this. Elon Musk's latest tweet could destroy the stock market. Is he out of control?
What a hook.
Oh, bow.
Bam. So we got juicy content. That's it.
Juicy content. Bro, we gotta, yeah. Cool. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching. Thank you, Ron. And talk to you next week.
Next week. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.